Welcome to Really Cool Stuff for the Home podcast, sponsored by Homewerks. And now with today's show on all the ways to improve your home is your host, Denise Sanchez.
Hi, this is Denise from Homewerks, Really Cool Stuff for the Home. And I've got a couple of amazing guests that I want to share with you. One of them, his name is Charlie Young. And he has been working with me for many, many, many years. He is now the regional manager for Maple Distributing out of Dallas, Texas. And he delivers me several different lines, but one of the neatest lines that we're going to talk about today, and my surprise guest, is Fulgor Milano. It's an Italian line. But Charlie, first I wanted to talk to you because you are you are my favorite rep. You really are. I've told you that before, but you think I'm just teasing, but you're a great rep. And the reason is you're there in the trenches with me. You always have been. You even know the technical parts of the products that you sell, and you've even gone out to jobs when we've had kind of a situation where we didn't know what we were, up against, and you were able to take it on. You've always backed us up, and I just want to let you know how much I appreciate that so much, and that's why I wanted to bring you on, because you're so knowledgeable. I actually have learned a lot about ventilation, the CFMs, BTUs. So you've really worked with me a lot. And I want you to tell my listening audience why you know so much. What is your background, Charlie?
Okay, well, I've been in the appliance industry. I owned 2 appliance stores from the mid-'80s up until just after 9/11. My store had, of course, we did sales. It was a small company. I did the buying, I did the selling, I did the deliveries, the loading of trucks, the unloading of trucks. So I did everything, and as well as doing service. So I did that from 1985 to 2002, early in 2002, when I got a job as a wholesale rep. And I just brought the information about how the major appliance industry works. I've been in the trenches like you, so I have an appreciation
and for empathy,
the challenges. Yeah, that's exactly right. Mm-hmm. So I enjoy being able to be of service. I want to help you in any way that I can, and that's my goal as your representative for Maple Distributing.
And you've done that very well. And that's why when you bring me something, I always look at it, because you do have a lot of credibility in my eyes. And my entire team at Homewerks loves you. We all do. And we all feel confident. But you always take my phone calls, my emails, whatever. You're always there, it seems like. Even after hours, you're there. And you brought me a great line.
On my phone, I answer it.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You brought me this great line, Fulgor Milano from Italy. And it's, the one thing about the Italians, you always think about their really beautiful lines on their special sports cars, the sexiness of their lines, and also their fabulous cuisine, whether it's, from a fish dish to the pizza to, any of their wonderful dishes. And Fulgor Milano seems to really embrace this. It's so beautiful. And we have a guest, and he is from the Veta Group, and he is the master importer of Fulgor Milano. And his name is, let's see if I can get this right, Brenno Butturini. Is that correct, Brenno? No?
Perfect, Denise.
Is
Perfect.
Yeah. And
yeah,
ladies,
you said it right.
Ladies, he fits the epitome of the sexy Italian with the wonderful, he's the original with the wonderful accent. We're going to love this show, just listening to him. But Brenno, I know that there are some really interesting facts about Fulgor Milano's history, the family history and what you've done in the past, and what made the new lineup that you're bringing to the United States. I really would like you to kind of expand on that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, thanks for having me here today. It's such an honor to represent the brand in North America for me, being an Italian, representing an Italian brand. And the history of Fulgor Milano, I'm really close to the Menenghetti family. Johnny Menenghetti is the owner. So this is a family-owned business. We keep the heritage Italian heritage in throughout the world, basically, especially in North America. The company has 71 years of history especially in the cooking industry. So has really deep roots, there was an involvement. Fulgor Milano was one of the first company developing the self-clean oven throughout the 70s in Europe.
That's very interesting.
And then, so we put a lot of studies since then into the cooking industry. How can we do better? How can we serve the North American market better? The history behind the Sofia line, which is the professional line of Fulgor Milano, which is our core business in the United States, to be honest. We started that line by shipping to Italy some of our competitors, such as Wolf, Viking, Thermador, so the Italians could understand what does the U.S. market need. And then we came up with the Sofia line. The question sometimes from the customers or the comment, I should say, I don't need another Italian range. And my answer is, it is Italian, fit and finish, but not made for the Italians. We don't have those kind of beautiful ranges in our home. So it's made for the U.S. So there's a lot to say.
And y'all were OEMs for other companies as well. Before you really started the Fulgor Milano brand and your own brand, you did a lot of OEM work, right?
Correct. I was about to say that, and thanks so much for bringing that to our attention. So one of the biggest success of Fulgor Milano was throughout the 80s and 90s, especially for the U.S. market. We were an OEM supplier for KitchenAid, Monogram, and BSH, Bosch. BSH was our biggest partner. And then, as you know, BSH left the distribution. And we, right now, currently, Fulgor Milano produces roughly, I would say almost 1 million units every year for customers. Only built-in products. We don't OEM ranges. That's our prime line, the Sofia. But built-in cooktops, built-in ovens, we have over 400 customers worldwide.
Oh, wow.
So we have the OEM business. And then we have the prime business, the Sofia line, which is our professional product. Yeah.
That's very interesting. And Charlie, you were telling me that the induction cooking is very, very rich and has a lot of years behind it in Europe. Not so much here. We're still brand new on the induction, so we don't have that many offerings. You have the induction range tops and the most beautiful induction ranges that look like professional ranges. They look just like your other gas ranges. Very, very beautiful. Can you talk a little bit about what you did for the U.S. on the induction range? How you designed it specifically for us and then told Italy, hey, make this, but don't make it the European way. Let's make it the big, United States way, right? So
go ahead, Brenno.
Yeah. So essentially, just like you said, Denise, a range top is a North American product for sure. We don't see range tops in Europe. The idea came out of, we had the gas range top, 30, 36, and now finally we have the 48 with the nice gas griddle, built-in gas griddle. So the idea was why don't, professional induction range top is something that not a lot of customers have in this market in the US. So it was something unique. So basically we kept the same look of the Sofia range, only the top, maintaining the professional metal knobs in the front without using sliders, just like a built-in induction cooktop. And so that gives the very sturdy professional look that I would say that North American market needs and they are looking for.
Right.
People are looking for here. So we have two versions of that. We have the 30-inch with the 4 burners, and we have the 36-inch with the 5 burners. The middle burners pushes up to 5,500 watts. I mean, induction, there's a lot to talk about, but this is a very, very powerful double burner that we have in our induction range top.
And people don't...
The induction goes
Go ahead, Charlie.
All the heat from the induction, all the induction action, all that goes into the pot, there's very little that goes from the induction element directly into the room. So you don't have a lot of heat wasted into the kitchen that invariably has to be removed by the air conditioning system. It's the induction causes the pot to actually heat up and not the air around the pot. That's what makes it so interesting. It doesn't create as many fumes, so the ventilation requirements aren't as stringent with a deduction. It's very, very unique, innovative way of cooking, and it's gaining a lot of popularity in the United States.
Yeah.
It's also very, very safe. It's very energy efficient. We're looking at 35 to 40% more energy efficient than gas or electric. That's a big deal. That's a very big deal. And it's very clean way of cooking. You don't need as much the CFMs in your ventilation, right? So there's all these pluses. Plus, it is nice having that glass cooktop. It's nice and easy to clean, except when you burn something on it. But what's nice is you're not going to burn anything on it, right? Because it never gets hot enough to burn anything on. So it's a snap to clean. And then to bring us something like this, Brenno, where it is beautiful and it has that pro look as well. And I must say, the fit and finish of the Fulgor Milano line, it's stunning. It really is. When people walk by that range, they do a double take. It's beautiful. Where did they get the name Sophia? I'm curious. There's got to be a little history.
Is actually some of the American customers that I have. They say, "Is that after Sophia Loren, the actress?" And they said, "No."
I was wondering.
That would have been a nice story. Is actually Johnny's daughter, the owner, Johnny's Meneghetti daughter, is her firstborn, Sophia, and so he called the professional line after his daughter. So again, another history to our brand, and again, family-owned business. Johnny has 2 sisters; all of them are involved in the company. If I may, I'd like to say something about the fit and finish that you were mentioning.
Yes, because it is stunning.
So we are using 304 stainless steel, which is the highest grade stainless steel in the appliance industry. Talking about the skin of a range, there's a lot of high-end competitors that they don't even use 304. I don't want to get into that, but we do. For the price point also that we position ourselves, I mean, we are benchmarking the high-end competitors, but all the seams and welds are hand polished. Italians, I have to say, and that's also the feedback from the Americans, the Italians are masters in welding 304 stainless steel. So when you get that kind of finish on the door, on the top, the cooktop area, I mean, like you said, it's really clients, when they walk into a store and they see a Sophia professional range, they are drawn to it because, I mean, the fit and the symmetry, the clean lines, you know what I mean? So it's really
impressive.
Pretty.
And Charlie,
thank you.
Charlie taught me a little trick, and it has to do with the flashlight on my phone. And Charlie, I've used that a couple of times, and it really is very, very impressive. Can you explain that, Charlie?
Sure. So one of the features of when we're talking Fulgor Milano, we're going to be talking about a product that's really, really well made, that nothing is skipped in the development and design of the product. One of the things that you can easily demonstrate on a Fulgor Milano is to show that the window pane on the oven door has 4 panes of glass, where all the others that are on the market have 3 panes of glass. And the way you do that is you take any kind of flashlight, or back in the day when we used to do this, back in the 80s, we would take a lighter, a cigarette lighter, turn it on, and then you'd actually use your flashlight on your cell phone as well. You shine the flashlight into the window and then count how many of the light bulbs you see. And then go from brand to brand to brand, and you'll see that the Fulgor Milano has 4 panes of glass because you'll see 4 bulbs, 4 reflections, where the other brands all have 3. So a little step that could have easily been eliminated. It could have saved some money, but Fulgor Milano chooses to keep the front of the oven cool. So if you have small kids running around and you're baking or you're running the self-clean cycle, that oven glass is going to stay cool to the touch.
And it's got to be an energy saver as well, wouldn't you say?
Well, sure. It adds to the insulation factor of the oven. So the heat, if you can keep the heat from escaping from the oven, then the burner doesn't have to run as much. So yes, it would make it more energy efficient.
Brenno, can you talk about the lineup? Because I know I've dwelt on the induction, because I personally am a big fan of induction. I love the gas and the flame and all that, but I just embrace induction, and I love how easy it is to clean and just how safe it is. But the rest of the lineup, there's a lot to talk about, and I didn't want to let you go without expanding on that. Yeah. So let's talk about, because that's one thing I've been watching you, is how the lineup has really developed, and it's a beautiful lineup now. Yeah. You've got a complete kitchen suite. So expand on that.
So like you said, induction, beautiful product, 30 and 36 inch induction range, which 36 induction range pro style, there's not many high-end competitors that have a 36 induction pro style, which is impressive. Also for the price point that we
I know. It's people have been shocked. Yeah. Not only that, but when you look at someone that does have, there's a couple out there, they don't look anything like, they look like a cooktop on top of an oven. They don't look like a range.
I always make a comparison, our 48 dual fuel, double oven, accessory oven plus the main oven, gas griddle, 11,500 BTU, so 6 beautiful crescendo dual flame burners. It retails for less than $9,000 US. So we are aggressive, and there's 2 reasons why. And then I'm going to talk about the line just after this comment, but there's 2 reasons. Marketing. People have to know who we are, even though a lot of the brand is growing, but we want to push out that word, Fulgor Milano, Fulgor Milano. By the way, the word Fulgor is an ancient word in Latin that means fire.
Oh, so that's nice.
We are a fire. Yes. And the second reason why we position ourselves and actually we are able to position ourselves in that price range is because the OEM business that we have. So the amount of high-end components that we buy from Italians and other European suppliers allows us to, we have the buying power to invest in the high-end line that we have. And that's the reason why the price point is so aggressive. Now, like I mentioned earlier, we have the induction. We have both dual fuel and gas professional ranges, 30, 36, 48. The new all gas is actually in the containers coming into America right now. So until now, we had only the 48 dual fuel with the electric oven. So Texas market, such as other markets in the United States, are super excited to have the 48 all gas.
Yes.
Built-in professional refrigeration, there's a lot to talk about that. I'm not going to even start because I'm going to do a sales presentation here.
Oh, no, that's okay. We got some time.
Well, we keep it's a commercial grade built-in professional refrigerator.
That's beautiful.
Yes, thank you, Denise. There's no plastic. It's all metal. Triple evaporators, double compressor. I mean, the machine, the unit is impressive. Stainless steel crisper, soft closing, micro beaded, so there's no they are antimicrobial, so you can store the food just like in the restaurants. That's the concept. Restaurants don't have plastic components in the refrigeration, so we use the same concept, right? Columns are coming in the market by spring 2021. Finger crossed. With COVID going on, but I have to say we are really making a lot of improvements in our product line. So I'm really impressed how many products we are shipping to North America. We have speed oven coming up really soon, steam oven as well. Oh boy, there's a lot of products. We have a lot of
coffee, even coffee. Wow.
Coffee machines are great. Actually, they are already in the warehouses right now and ready for the distributors to put into the stores, the retailer stores. So, boy, for some of the competitors, it took a long time to complete the line. I have to say, making those comparisons, ourselves are really running to make those products that U.S. market wants, make them available.
I know. And even dishwashers. You have dishwashers as well. And ventilation. We didn't even talk about that. You had ventilation as well.
Ventilation started with few models, which are the classic North American. The ventilation in Europe is more advanced just because it's the masterpiece in the European kitchen is the hood. A masterpiece in a North American kitchen is the range, is the cooking product, right? But now we have the chimney style, we have the T style. So we are improving also our hood line for US. So we are really excited. 600 CFMs, 1000 CXFM, double blower. So there's a lot of things going on.
And and what's nice about your lineup too is that it is extremely competitively priced. I've had people go, wow, I could get this for this much money. It's a brand name. This is better, and it's far less money. So that's been real nice. Also to have the entire suite, but also you have different customers. So we've got customers that maybe their budget is much lower than the next customer. We're able to put them in a Fulgor Milano kitchen just as easily as someone that has, a bigger budget that they can spend money on. So that's real nice as well. And I've been looking at your lineup for a couple of years. One of the reasons why is that you can ask Charlie, we're very, very picky. We are a different type of company. We do not have to carry every single type of appliance. We carry what we want to carry and what we feel comfortable with, and we go deep into it. We don't cherry pick. Plus, we offer certified service and warranty. We do all that in-house. So we're a little bit different company. So to choose a company and bring them in and want to go deep, that's a big deal for our company, for Homewerks. And we've been looking at you for a couple of years. I've been talking to other dealers throughout the country, looking at the service rate, all those kind of things. And then COVID hit, right after the KBIS thing, so we didn't get much traction there. But we're going full steam on. And I can't believe the feedback I'm getting from my customers. They love it. You have a beautiful website, which is Fulgor, Fulgor-Milano.com. Beautiful. It goes over all the product lines. We didn't even touch on the fact that you can customize your ranges. Can you talk about that, Charlie?
Sure. So whenever you buy a Sophia Pro range, the brand logo on the bottom center of the door has a small plate, and there's a couple of Torx screws on this little plate, and etched into that plate is the name Gianni Meneghetti. That's the owner of Fulgor Milano. So when you register your new Sophia range, you can tell them what you would like the front of the range to say, and the factory will engrave a special plate with your name on it or whatever slogan you might want it to say, and then they'll send that back out to you, and then you can personalize your range. There's only one other company, a very high-end French company that will personalize a range.
They should for that money.
Yes. We're talking $50,000, $60,000 ranges.
Exactly.
But Fulgor Milano lets you do it. None of the others do that. And it's just available with any Sophia range purchase.
And also, what about the color? Let's talk about the color options.
Sure. 6 different colors for Sophia. 6, Brenno, I believe.
Correct.
Okay. And so the interesting thing about colors is as the range is in the box, it's always going to be stainless steel. And you order up, if you want a different color, you order up a door in the color that you want. So you receive the range, and then you receive another box that has the color door in it. You simply take off the stainless steel door, put on the color door, put the stainless steel door back in its box, and then put that box up in your attic. So if you ever, say you got a red range and it's time to sell your house, and whoever wants to buy your house just hates that red range. Well, you simply go up to your attic and get the box, change the range back into stainless steel, or if you get tired of red, you can change it back into stainless steel. But basically, you have a separate complete door system. Most of the other companies, all of the other companies that I know of, are going to require you to wait for the color, and then you're stuck with that color once you get it.
Yes, and in speaking to that, nowadays, what's nice is all these other products that are custom made do take so long. And with what's going on in the world today, you can just about double the time. And I've been able to get product out of Dallas, we're in San Antonio, so we can get it in a couple of days. And that's been really, really nice, really nice. And Brenno, you have two distinct lines in the Fulgor Milano. Can you explain your thoughts as to why that is? What separates them?
So we have the Sophia Professional line, and we have another line called the Distinto line. The Distinto line is more the contemporary line, so it's all built-in products, built-in cooktops, such as induction or gas, and built-in ovens. And touch control. So it's all touch control. It's an alternative as a Miele product. All they're very beautiful products out there in this market. So also we have the Accento range. The Accento range, it's not necessarily a line, but it's like let's say a step down from the Sophia. It's a beautiful range, which I know you guys had the opportunity to come to KBIS this year and have a look of the Accento range. It has the bull nose, so it's more North American look with different features. You don't have the prime like the Sophia with the brass burners and the soft closing door and other differences that I don't want to really mention because it's a lot of
there's a lot to it. But in essence, it just allows you to have a step down line, so you can reach that other customer that would maybe want and love to have the Sophia, but just can't or won't spend the budget for that, which is nice. Yes.
So, and with the Accento line, we are going after different competitors, of course, just because the price point is roughly $2,000 less than a Sophia. And the Accento line has 30 and 36, both all gas and dual fuel available. And that's all. We don't have a 48 in the Accento line. And for now, it's perfect. It's a product that you combine with a freestanding French door.
Yes, I was going to mention that, yes.
You know what I mean? So it's a very competitive product with beautiful features as well. So, and like you said, it hits a different market and different customers. And so we have a product for everybody. To be honest.
Yes. And that freestanding fridge is really, really coming in handy. And when did you say you were getting more, Charlie?
It's any day now. We're thinking.
Yeah.
We're hoping by tomorrow, but it may be the middle of next week.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to say is with Fulgor Milano, Sophia, we have some really strong promotions going on for a full kitchen. You buy a Sophia range, you're going to get a ventilation unit for free with it. And then depending on your choice of refrigerator, you could get a dishwasher for free or 50% off of a dishwasher. So we have some of the same programs that our competitors have as far as getting qualifying for free product when you get involved with a Fulgor Milano Sophia full kitchen.
It also allows us, when we offer those promotions, it starts to allow you to also explain, yes, they do have ventilation. Yes, they do have a dishwasher. If you buy this, you can get this at a half price, or you can get this. It's a really nice promotion, and we do thank you for that because it's really been nice and helpful during these times. Some people are having to replace product and they don't really have the budget, where some people were taking advantage of being, stuck in the home and doing a lot of remodeling. Business has been really, really brisk right now. I know that, and then with back orders and all, it's been a very trying time. So it's been really nice having Fulgor Milano keep up on that.
It's really just amazing that in the midst of COVID, how strong our business has been. We're actually have experienced an over 400% increase in sales with Fulgor Milano this year over last year during the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah.
That's just a testimonial to the quality of this product. It stands right there with every other brand range on the market.
Well, we're coming to a close, ladies, and I love listening to Bruno speak. Thank you so much for coming. And it's been really, really nice having you to explain the Fulgor Milano line. We're honored that you did come. And Charlie, you know how much I think about you. And I really appreciate your taking your time. And I'm going to be inviting you back for something else. So we'll talk about that later on. I didn't want to hit you with too much at once. But thank you so much. This has been so enjoyable and so informative, and I hope to grow our line with you, the Fulgor Milano line. Go to homewerkssa.com or fulgor-milano.com to look at their beautiful lineup. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.